Everybody whips when we land. I've been working hard so I can put my feet up.
YouTube, welcome back to Hoodie Reaction, man. We got another banger for your mata. We coming out the gate with, you feel me? Hey, it's a new day, new reaction. We here, you feel me? Getting active on these reactions, as you can tell. We back, you feel me? We back with some more UK vibes, you know what I'm saying? Central C versus Digga D, the violent backstory. See now, if you've been tuning into the channel, you know Central C and Digga D have both been on the channel. I done reacted to both their music, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with both of them, not gonna lie. I got both of them music is downloaded in my phone. I can show you right now, but that's too much. But like for sure, I listen to both of them. Not like crazy or nothing, cause I just, you feel me? But I've listened to their music before. They've been on the channel, featured on the channel. If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out. I reacted to their music before. Yeah, I didn't know they had beef, but I've been informed. You know what I'm saying? I was sent. No, was I sent this video? I don't think I was sent this video. I just found it. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? We got Kid Nerd again back with another video. You know what I'm saying? He's providing us with all the deets. You know what I'm saying? We just reacted to one of his vids. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't. And it was some more UK beef going on. You know what I'm saying? For Active Gang and 71st and 51st and 71st, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Go check that video if you ain't seen that reaction. But man, we gonna get into this one. I didn't know they had beef. But we just checking out because I don't know what's going on. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and drop a comment if you got something you want me to react to. You know what I'm saying? If you know a little something that I don't, go ahead and drop that in the comments, man. And the socials are also in the description if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that good jazz in the description, man. Go ahead and check that out. And yeah, we finna get straight into the reaction. Facts. Let's get to it.
Clear to see who's at the top of the game right now, with Central C hitting #1 in the charts with his new mixtape 2-3, and Digga D securing features like Moneybagg Yo. No one else in the UK scene is really doing what they're doing right now, which becomes even more interesting because these two have a long history and not a good one. What's up guys, it's your boy Kid Nerd back with another video. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment below what you think. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Facts. Into it. I ain't no Central
So
C
today,
went #1.
we're taking the story to West London, which is probably the weirdest part of London for so many reasons. So on one side here, we have Digga D, who's from Ladbroke Grove, which is located in the borough of Kensington and Chelsea.
Okay,
one
Kensington,
of the
I done
richest
heard of that
and
before.
poshest boroughs in the whole of the UK. But the borough also has the second highest crime rate in London. Famous Ladbroke Grove rapper
That's crazy.
AJ
That don't add up. It's the richest, but like they got the second highest crime rate. What's going on? Y'all real shiesty out there in London. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all have to chill.
Tracy explains how it is living in the area in one of his interviews.
Is an area where we're living in estates and flats in which that sometimes we don't even have enough to pay the electricity bill, and right across the road there's a family where the youngest daughter, who's 9 years old, has a Rolex on.
Central C
That's
was
crazy.
also born
That's
in
crazy.
Ladbroke Grove, but is a couple years older than Digga. But Central C moved around 5 minutes away from Grove to an area called Shepherd's Bush, another quite notoriously dangerous area in West London. And you'll soon learn why this location switch for Central C was important in his feud with the rapper Digga D. Now Digga D and Central C actually went to school with each other. They both attended Chelsea Academy School in West London, but Digga D got kicked out of school in the start of year 8, so the pair didn't really have many run-ins with each other at school. And Central C was quite quiet and low-key in school, so he probably wasn't easily noticed. But
Okay, so
school,
they wasn't beefing at school, you know what I'm saying? You know how I get at school, rappers, you know what I'm saying? If two guys is coming up, usually it's some colliding going on, because you know what I'm saying? People don't like to see other people win. If we just gonna keep it a buck, people don't like to see other people win. So, but this is not the case with this one. So let's see where it went wrong. You feel me? Let's see.
Just took completely different paths. Central C from around 2015 started trying to launch his music career with a song on the music platform called Street Heat, and he even managed to get onto a remix with big East London rapper J Hus in early 2015. Around the same time, he had to support his family, and with his music career not launching yet, he had to get it in another way. He previously had a job at a shoe store but left less than a month in, and just like many other kids in London, he started the cycle of going to OT to make some fast money. money. On the other side, in 2015, Digga D started getting his face more beta on the roads. Back in 2015, Shepherd's Bush and Ladbroke Grove actually used to be part of one gang called 916, alongside some other areas in West London. And you could even see a young Digga in the 916 music video from the rapper John 5 in his song Ain't Scared. But in 2016, internal disputes inside the 916 gang split the whole group apart, creating several...
It seemed like in London, a lot of gangs be splitting up, you know what I'm saying? That's what I got from the other video too. A lot of like gangs be splitting up into other gangs, you know what I'm saying? Then they start beefing, and then like it's like a whole bunch going on. Like y'all can't stay. It seemed like the gang can't stay together. I don't know. You feel me? Like what's going on?
Internal disputes inside the 916 gang split the whole group apart, creating several different break-off batches in West London. The 916 members from Ladbroke Grove broke off and continued to use the name 916, but eventually started repping the name 1011, which represented the two postcodes across Ladbroke Grove, which are W10 and W11. And 916 members from Shepherd's Bush divided into two different sets called 12 World and 12 Anti. The same year, Digga D dropped his first music video called Hella Bands, where you can see other 1011 members, and that was the start of what we know Digga D to be now. Throughout 2016 and
got
17,
the Gucci belt on, Gucci drip, and they was shiesty up way back then. If this is the video, I'm guessing this is the video he's talking about. They was shiesty up way back before Corona was a thing for real. Like niggas was mashed up before Corona. Okay. Got the Gucci belt on, designer vibes.
Putting on other 1011 members onto his tracks, and 1011 started to blow up faster than anyone in the scene at the time. You may be asking why they blew up so fast. 1011 were really the first UK drill group to have no filter at all, literally just saying the hottest stuff on beats, describing specific events quite graphically, which is something drill rappers didn't really do to the extent at that time. But one of the main reasons for 1011's blow up was the constant mocking of a murder which took place in 2017. An opposition member called T-Wiz. So it was April 2017, early in the...
Before we get into that, it sounded like they started a wave. It sounded like this little group that Digga D had started a little wave that they was talking, you know what I'm saying, crazy on them drill beats. That's what it sounded like.
An opposition member called T-Wiz. So it was April 2017, early in the afternoon, and T-Wiz had just stepped out of his house in Norfolk, West London, which is an op block to the 1011 gang. T-Wiz was then approached by two guys from an opposing gang called Rainers Lane, who are linked with 1011, and once they spotted T-Wiz, they stabbed him in the stomach and ran from the scene. T-Wiz then tried to run to a nearby alleyway around 100 yards from his house, but collapsed and died. Digga D and 1011 would mock T-Wiz's death in pretty much every song.
That's
so
crazy.
Two men were put on trial for the murder. One,
like the way y'all be getting stabbed out there. First of all, well, I guess if you walk up on somebody and you don't know, you know what I'm saying, you can just get stabbed. But like, it's like, bro, everybody be getting stabbed. It's like, y'all just gotta keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? Because with a gun, you can't really, like, it's like you're far away. It's a projectile. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing really you can really do. But I feel like with a knife, you gotta try to get away or something, unless you getting ran down on for real. Like y'all must be doing some serious running down. Like
being a guy who went by the name T Rose, but both guys actually ended up beating the murder charge due to claims of self-defense. After beating the case, T Rose then went on and made a drill song, not only mocking T-Wiz's death, but he went and reenacted the murder in the music video. But stuff started getting hot for T Rose, so he went and moved around 3 hours away to the north of England in a town called Telford. That didn't stop anyone, because T Rose was shot 5 times and killed in broad daylight, even after moving to the other side of the country.
that's crazy. Bro moved whole different.
But let's take it back to 2017. The beef between Digga...
I was gonna say, before we had an ad, bro moved whole different sides of the country and still got hit up. That's, hey, y'all devious. I ain't gonna lie, the UK is crazy. Like, no, the U.S. crime rate is insane, and like we got the most people incarcerated, but UK, y'all chasing niggas down from 3 hours away. Like, what's going on?
D's 1011 and Central C's Shepherd's Bush was getting serious. During this, Digga D really started making a name for himself, with his tune called No Hook and his Next Up track starting to rack up some big views. And even though all of his songs would be featured by other 1011 members, it was clear Digga was the star of the group, and he even started to attract a lot of international attention to the UK drill scene. But with the constant release of diss tracks, the beef was only becoming hotter, which eventually caught up to Digga and 1011 members. While all of this was going on, Digga's gang, 1011, had been getting investigated and tracked on every movement they made. On the 9th of November 2019, Digga and 4 other members were riding out when their car got stopped near Portobello Road in Ladbroke Grove. Digga tried to make a run for it with his face covered, but he didn't get far and was taken down and arrested by the police, where he was found with a large machete down his trouser leg. One more machete, a knife, and 2 baseball bats were also recovered in the car or on the members.
I was finna say, I thought he had that all on him. I was finna be like, what the fuck was he? But nah, you ain't gonna get far with a machete down your leg. Like you can't really get you feel me? Like you can't get, you know what I'm saying? He probably tripped up or something. You can't really get far with that on you. And 2 baseball bats were also recovered in the car or on the members. All 5 members were sentenced to conspiracy to commit violent disorder, with the older members receiving prison sentences. But Digga D at the time was only 17, so got a lighter sentence of a year in a detention unit. Originally, the members stated that the weapons were for props for a music video, but after the piled up evidence, they all pleaded guilty to their charges. And this could have very much been the beginning of the end for Digga D. They even played his music at court, where they showed he referenced real life unsolved crimes in his area, which caused the police to get YouTube to take down most of Digga D's songs, including his Next Up, which was one of the most viewed UK drill songs at the time, with 11 million views, even putting Digga D on Channel 4 News to make an example of him to others. Digga was also slapped with a criminal behaviour order, which prevented him from writing lyrics on his rivals and mentioning dead people like they can do that? I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, he can't even mention nobody no more? No incidents, no nothing? I didn't even know that was a thing. That gotta be like some UK shit, like, cause I ain't heard that in the US. It might be a thing in the US, I just might not know. But like, that's crazy. Like, he can't even speak on that no more. They trying to pack him up for real. From writing
lyrics on his rivals and mentioning dead people like T-Wiz. This was quite a turning point for UK drill, because after this we started seeing more and more drill songs getting taken down. We started to cause drill artists to water down and censor their lyrics to stop this from happening. Then on October 8th, 2018, Digga was fresh home.
Boy, for nasty. What, you get me?
But it just seemed like he still couldn't keep himself out of trouble. Now this is where Central C now gets involved in this story.
I was waiting on this.
Now at this time in 2018, Central C was starting to build a steady name for himself. He was already blowing up on Instagram with his unique type of drip and his pretty boy looks. But his music wasn't quite blowing up yet, with a more wavy type of sound, which was kind of what everyone else was sounding like at the time. But what happened on the 30th of November 2018 might have been a big reason due to his quite drastic career and sound change. So Central C, alongside his brother and some other guys, were posted up near a Sainsbury's store on Davisville Road in Shepherd's Bush when they were approached by two men.
The fact that he be having like the exact location and he showed like it on the map is crazy.
Near a Sainsbury's store on Davisville Road in Shepherd's Bush when they were approached by 2 males. They started getting into some sort of verbal altercation. One of the males pulled out a knife and stabbed Central C's brother just under his left shoulder and then cut from the scene. Central C and his brother then went inside the Sainsbury's store where the police came and they started to treat the wound. 2 men were arrested for this, one of the men being Digga D. Digga D and his friend were eventually released due to lack of evidence, and Central C went kind of MIA for a little while, but Digga just couldn't stay out of trouble. On January the 2nd, 2019,
Digga D was on pure time. Like, he was not chilling. Bro was getting caught up and still wasn't chilling. Nah, he's crazy. He's crazy. You could hear it like in his songs, but like it's actually true. Like, it's rare that it's actually true, and this is real life. Like, he getting caught up for these things. Like, nah.
For a little while. But Digga just couldn't stay out of trouble. On January the 2nd, 2019, at around 7 PM, police was called to Harrow Road in West London due to a large fight between around 20 people. Harrow Road is the area of another West London popular rapper called Fredo, and also happens to be another area Digga has conflict with. After this fight, it was reported that 2 men were stabbed.
You'll hear a lot of talking in their songs like they do this thing until they get in a situation like this. Everyone pushing their friends, 30 men, run up from 3 minutes from my head, stay in school, get off the road. This life ain't nice. Nah, Digga was on pure timing.
Digga, along with 2 other 1011 members, Savo.
Digga D was ugly. Hey, bro needed the globe for real. Like, look at it, he looks completely different.
And ZK were arrested alongside some other members of the HRB gang who was on the other side of the conflict. Digga was arrested and sent back to prison for 2 years and 6 months. Luckily, before Digga went inside, he had already finished up his debut album, Double Tap Diaries, and recorded some music videos to some of the tracks. This album is kind of what blew him up to the next level, because before this, he didn't have that many solo songs. He released a music video to his hit song, No Diet, on April the 18th while locked up. The song done big numbers and is currently on 26 million views, setting him up for a lot of hype for when he comes out. Digga ran into some issues though while inside prison. He was stabbed in one of his eyes, making him partially blind. Then on the 22nd of May 2020, Digga D is fresh home once again.
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
He got stabbed in his eye?
I'm emotional, guys.
Hold on, we just gonna go past that, and bro looks like his eye looks straight though. Stabbed in the eye is crazy. Like, what's up with niggas, bro?
I'm emotional.
And comes out with one of his biggest songs yet, a song called Where. This wasn't too far after Central.
I ain't never heard none of these songs,
big song as well, called Day in the Life, which put Central in the limelight. And Central C went from strength to strength in 2020, getting numbers in everything and anything he dropped. But he really took off after dropping his hit song Loading, which is now on 80 million views.
Loading is hard.
Digga D was seen listening to him in one of his Insta lives, and it seemed like Digga didn't really have that many personal issues with Central C at the time, but Digga did have problems with a lot of the people in Central C's music videos and people around him. Central C has many members of the 12 anti-gang around him, which obviously has conflicts with Digga D's side. Not only this, but Central C featured on a song with the West London rapper Fredo, who is from an area which historically has always had problems with Digga's area. Ever since then,
Digga ain't really have a problem with Central C until Central C was with the niggas Digga D had a problem with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that seems like that's where the conflict came in.
Been moving kind of wild, talking about the situation with his brother back in 2018 in a couple of unreleased songs. But it seemed like Central C wasn't trying to reply to any of Digga D's disses and not give the situation any type of limelight. Until recently when he dropped his new mixtape called 2-3. On one of his songs called End of the Beginning, he sends for Digga D's ex-girlfriend called Tennessee when he says, I wanna hit Tennessee and I don't mean Nashville.
Nah. First of all, her name's Tennessee. Crazy thing is, I've seen this girl before, bro. I've seen this girl before. Like, I don't remember. I think I used to follow her on Instagram or something, bro. Like, I've seen her before. Like, because I knew she was mad. She was mad fire. I ain't gonna lie. She was mad fire. No offense. You know what I'm saying? No offense. But, yeah, I done seen her before. Shout out to her. She's valid. She's valid.
Called 2-3. On one of his songs called End of the Beginning, he sends for Digga D's ex-girlfriend called Tennessee when he says, I wanna hit Tennessee and I don't mean that. Digga responded to this on his Insta, pretty much saying why is he sending shots to his ex and not him. But when we look back at Central's life, it makes sense why he hasn't really replied to Digga. Literally just from the fact he's not really involved in all of this beef the two areas have. Obviously it seems like the two have had their own little bit of history, but I think Central C is just at a point of his career where he just wants to go clear and live in peace. Like, this guy could easily clear 10 million views a video at this point, and he's building a fan base all over the world.
C be doing
he's
numbers.
literally a walking, living potential Hall of Famer in this rap game. He doesn't need to be involved in all that street stuff. With Digga, it's all a bit different. Digga has kind of thrived off his controversy and bad boy image, and that works for him. That's his audience. When we look at Central C's career, he's getting them big views from his songs like Commitment Issues and Obsessed with You, songs for and about girls. So this whole gangsterist type of route,
she looks valid as well.
In my personal opinion, I think
you can't be having the joints, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you can't be having the joints. It's like a melting pot, like, cause y'all got all the cultures, you know what I'm saying, blending in together, and it just makes beautiful individuals.
To scrap it. And he could potentially turn into the first international pop star to come from UK drill. Anyway guys, let me know what you all think about this situation. And of course, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Okay. So that's the end of the reaction, but let's break it down. So pretty much it wasn't too, they didn't have no direct conflict. Like, that's what it sounds like. It wasn't no crazy direct conflict. There was that one incident in 2018 where Central C brother got stabbed, but Digga D got off that because apparently it wasn't him. So, or it just wasn't enough evidence. It might have been him, but you know what I'm saying? We don't know. But nah, don't look like it was no direct conflicts. Just some, you know what I'm saying? He messed with him, so he got beef with him, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you feel me? Some shit like that. Relation, like it's all between relations and like who each other mess with. And so, Central C, like bro said, he don't even look like he crazy about that life. To where it's like he in the streets for real. But Digga D on the other hand, he's done his due diligence, as you can see from the video. He's done his due diligence, and that's okay. You feel me? That's okay. That's what he do. Hopefully he can stay out of jail, you know what I'm saying, and keep creating some fire music. I know he been in the US a lot of late. Cause he been, you know what I'm saying, he been featuring with some US rappers, you know what I'm saying. I done did some Digga D reactions. I done did some Central C. I hadn't reacted to Central C in a minute. So we gonna get back on some more Central C here soon. But yeah. That's the reaction. Hey, wasn't nothing too crazy. So, but hey, you feel me? That's what they got going. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tennessee, no Nashville. Facts. Hey man, that's the end of the reaction. It's been another rendition. Actually, before I get to that, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Go ahead and like the video and leave a comment as well. Go ahead and get in the description for the socials. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that good jazz is in the description. You know what I'm saying? All the clips go up on TikTok. So if you don't like watching these full videos, I'll be posting clips on TikTok sometimes. I'm gonna start posting more, but you know what I mean? We be doing that, yeah. And yeah, man, it's been another rendition of Hoodie Reacts, man. It's Hoodie. I'm reacting this, and we.
Everybody whips when we land. I've been working hard so I can put my feet up in the sand. The party shot to hear my song, and you know she gonna dance.